Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into a really fascinating and, well, rapidly expanding sector, the global media video processing solution market.
It's definitely moving fast.
Yeah, and our insights for this deep dive, they come from the Global Video Processing Market Forecasts 2021-2033 report. That's by Cognitive Market Research.
Pretty comprehensive look.
It is. Now, when we talk about video processing solutions, what do we actually mean? Well, think of all the tech that takes raw video footage and makes it watchable, distributable, valuable.
Encoding, decoding.
Exactly. Content delivery networks, optimizing quality, even AI-powered analytics that, personalize what you see. It's basically the engine behind our whole video-centric world.
Absolutely. It's often invisible but crucial.
Right. So our mission today, to unpack the honestly surprising growth trends and the big shifts happening here, we want to show you where the real action is.
And it's not small shifts we're talking about.
No way. This market is projected to more than double in value in just over a decade. So, okay, let's get into it. Let's unpack this.
Sounds good. Where should we start the big picture?
Let's start with the big picture, yeah, because the numbers here are genuinely eye-opening. They tell a really clear story about accelerating demand.
Right.
So back in 2021, the global market, valued at $7.28 billion.
Right.
Fast forward just a few years to 2025, it's expected to hit $9.85 billion.
A decent jump already.
It is, but here's where it gets really interesting. By 2033, this market is projected to reach nearly $18.05 billion.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That's more than double the 2021 figure.
Exactly. A massive leap.
And what's fascinating there is that this rapid expansion, it translates into an impressive compound annual growth rate, or CAGR. We're looking at 7.86%.
Almost 8% year on year compounded.
Yeah, and this isn't just some fleeting trend, right? It's a consistent, robust growth. It paints a clear picture. Businesses, consumers globally, they're not just reliant on video content anymore. They're aggressively investing in how that content is managed, optimized, delivered.
So it's becoming fundamental infrastructure.
Totally. This rate of expansion, it really signals a fundamental shift in how we interact with digital media.
Okay, but that kind of momentum, it's probably not spread evenly across the globe, right?
No, definitely not. As you see with these big global leaps, certain regions, certain countries are really pulling ahead.
Right. So let's zoom in a bit. Let's explore where this growth is most concentrated and maybe more importantly, which specific countries are, defying expectations, really leading the charge.
Makes sense.
First up, North America, still a behemoth, obviously, but are there any kind of hidden accelerators within that region?
Well, North America certainly anchors the market. It's projected to grow from $2.83 billion in 2021 to over $6.41 billion by 2033.
Okay, so still significant growth.
Oh, yeah, at a healthy 7.03% CAGR. And the United States really drives this. No surprise there. Projected revenues of $4.64 billion by 2033 just underscores its continued dominance in tech adoption and, well, content consumption.
Sure, the scale of the U.S. market is huge, but don't overlook its neighbors. Canada also shows strong growth. What was it? A 7.58% CAGR.
That's right. Solid growth there, too.
And then there's Mexico. This is interesting. It emerges as the fastest growing country in the entire North American region, 8.59% CAGR.
Yeah, that is pretty remarkable, especially given its neighbors.
So what's your take? What's specifically driving that faster adoption in Mexico? Is it maybe different drivers than in the more mature U.S. market?
That's an excellent point. I think while the U.S. growth is driven by, sheer scale and a very mature digital infrastructure, Mexico's surge, it likely reflects a sort of confluence of factors.
Like what?
Rapidly expanding internet penetration, for one, a younger, more digitally native population, and significant investments in local content creation, local streaming services. It's a market that's really hitting its stride in that digital transformation phase.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's shift focus. Across the Atlantic, Europe.
Right.
This market's expanding too. From $2.02 billion in 2021 up to $4.81 billion by 2033. The CAGR there is 7.51%. Respectable.
Definitely respectable. And within Europe, the UK and Germany remain absolutely key contributors. They play a big role in this expansion, mainly due to their robust economies and already advanced digital infrastructure. They're kind of the steady engines of growth there.
The big players. But similar to Mexico and North America, we see some high flyers in Europe too, right? Spain, Denmark, Switzerland. They're all showing particularly high growth rates. KGRs above 9%.
Yeah. noticeably higher than the regional average.
So what's going on there? Are there specific trends or maybe unique market conditions pushing these particular countries ahead?
It's interesting, isn't it? For countries like Denmark and Switzerland, you often see a really high adoption rate of like cutting-edge technologies, maybe niche, high-value content applications.
Okay, like what?
Specialized corporate video, maybe advanced e-learning platforms, things like that. High-tech economies investing in high-tech video uses.
Gotcha. And Spain.
Spain's growth, on the other hand, might be more broadly driven, just increasing digital consumption across the board, expanding local streaming markets. Each region, even within Europe, it has its own unique flavor of digital acceleration.
Right, different paths to growth. Okay, so while North America and Europe are showing impressive strength, the real fireworks, the absolute epicenter of this expansion, seems to be Asia Pacific.
Oh, absolutely. That's the one to watch.
The report calls it the fastest growing region globally, expected to reach $4.56 billion by 2033, advancing at a really strong 9.39% AAGR, just shy of 10%.
It's a phenomenal growth.
So what makes APAC the undisputed fastest growing market globally? What's the magic combination there?
It really is a confluence of factors, kind of unique to APAC. If we dive into specifics, China is a major force, a huge force, achieving a robust 10% CAGR, expected to cross $1.58 billion.
Wow.
I mean, the sheer scale of its population, combined with rapid urbanization, a mobile-first approach to pretty much all digital consumption, it just fuels this insatiable demand for video content across all sectors.
Makes sense. And then there's India, which is truly setting the pace, isn't it?
India is something else.
It's posting the highest individual country growth globally, an incredible 10.58% CAGR, projected to surpass $657 million by 2033. That's some serious acceleration.
It really is.
What makes India such an outlier, even within this high-growth APAC region?
Well, in India, we're seeing an absolute explosion of mobile-first content consumption, often driven by, incredibly affordable data plans.
Right, the data costs are low.
Exactly. And a rapidly expanding middle class that's coming online, often with smartphones as their primary device. This creates a perfect storm for video processing solutions.
Yeah.
Everything from entertainment to education, e-commerce. It increasingly relies on seamless video delivery.
So mobile is key.
Absolutely key.
Yeah.
And it's not just China and India either. Strong momentum is also seen right across Southeast Asia, Taiwan, and the rest of APAC, each of those subregions, also above 9% CAGR.
Okay, so it's broad-based growth across the continent.
Yeah. It really shows the breadth of digital transformation and video adoption across the entire region. It's not just one or two giants.
Fascinating. All right, moving south then. Let's look at South America.
Okay.
Here, revenues are rising from $342 million in 2021 to $902 million by 2033, growing at an 8.41% CAGR. Still very strong growth.
Very strong. And Brazil really takes the lead in South America, projected to reach over $396 million.
The biggest economy there.
Right. And Argentina and Colombia follow suit, both recording TGRs above 8% as well. In this expansion, it reflects growing internet access, increasing popularity of streaming services, often playing catch-up to more established markets maybe, but doing it at a very rapid clip.
Got it. Okay, what about the Middle East?
The Middle East also shows robust performance. It's projected to reach $812 million by 2033 at an 8.47% CAGR. Very similar growth rate to South America, actually.
Interesting. Who are the main players there?
Well, Saudi Arabia and Turkey are growing steadily, both above 8.7% CAGR. They contribute significantly to the region's overall expansion. These are markets with large, digitally engaged populations, plus significant government investment in digital infrastructure.
Right, but hang on. Keep an eye on Qatar. It's posting the highest regional growth in the Middle East, a striking 10% CAGR.
Yeah, another double-digit grower.
Expected to reach $45 million by 2033. Now, that might seem smaller in overall value compared to Saudi Arabia, but that growth rate is exceptional. What makes Qatar such a standout in that region? Any thoughts?
Qatar's exceptional growth, despite its smaller size, yeah.
Yeah.
It often points to really targeted infrastructure investments, possibly driven by, major international events they've hosted, or ambitious national digital strategies, or maybe just a very high per capita adoption of advanced technologies. They seem to be clearly prioritizing cutting-edge video capabilities.
Okay, that makes sense. Targeted investment. Finally, let's round out our regional breakdown with Africa.
Okay, Africa.
Here, the market grows from $218 million in 2021 to $532 million by 2033. That's at a 7.19% CAGR.
Right.
So solid growth, maybe not quite as explosive as APAC or the Middle East outliers.
Solid, yes. And Nigeria is leading the way in Africa, projected for over $158 million.
Right.
South Africa is also a significant contributor, expected near $189 million by 2033.
Right.
These markets are really driven by increasing mobile connectivity. Again, mobile's huge, and the burgeoning use of video for communication, education, entertainment across really diverse populations. Lots of potential still unfolding there.
So a truly global picture of growth, but with definite regional hotspots.
Exactly. Now, if we kind of connect all this back to the bigger picture,
Hmm?
all this impressive market growth, it isn't just happening in a vacuum, right?
No, definitely not.
It's driven by these powerful underlying trends that are fundamentally reshaping our digital landscape.
Absolutely. And these numbers, they aren't random. The report really drills down into why this growth is so explosive, and it points to a few key things. Firstly, just the insatiable demand for streaming services. And think beyond just Netflix or Disney Plus, right? It's the explosion of corporate video, e-learning, even telehealth,
Yeah.
all requiring robust video delivery.
Right. Video is eating every sector.
Totally. Secondly, the sheer scale of digital transformation happening across virtually every industry. Video isn't just like a marketing tool anymore. It's central to operations, security, customer experience.
It's becoming core functionality.
Yes. And finally, the continuous rapid advancement of the video technologies themselves. Things like AI-powered compression, real-time analytics, personalized ad insertion, all pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Exactly right. And these factors, they're converging, they're feeding each other to fuel this accelerated global adoption of media video processing solutions.
How so? Can you give an example?
Sure. That insatiable demand for streaming, it directly impacts regions like Asia Pacific, which has that massive young mobile-first population just consuming vast amounts of video. That's a direct link. Then you have digital transformation and these advanced technologies. They're driving the steady, significant growth in more mature markets like North America and Europe. But they're also enabling the rapid leap in places like Mexico or Qatar or India.
Ah, I see. So the drivers have different impacts depending on the market maturity.
Precisely. It's this dynamic interplay that's making video a core part of nearly every digital interaction we have now.
Okay, so to kind of wrap this up, the big takeaway is that the global media video processing solution market is undergoing really significant accelerated adoption globally. It's driven by these fundamental shifts in how we consume and create media. So what does this all mean for you, our listener, as video becomes even more ubiquitous?
Yeah, that raises a really important question, I think. As video processing becomes, increasingly integral to our digital lives, it's constantly shaping how we consume information, how we interact. This exponential growth isn't just about more streaming options.
Right, it's deeper than that.
It suggests fundamental shifts in infrastructure, in content creation,
Yeah.
even in how businesses operate. So the question for us, and maybe for you listening, is what entirely new applications or even entire industries could emerge from this boom that we haven't even conceived of yet?
Yeah. What's next?
How will this truly reshape our digital future beyond what we currently see? That's the really big question.